I asked, I ask you, an inquiry, Nakai.
I shake my head and the daziness. Yes, the teacher's looking at me as if everyone else is in class. Whoa, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
What's the distance between never mind the different inquiry.
How long do you think we can...
This is the best conversation we ever had, apparently.
I was gonna say, how long do you think this conversation go on for?
What? Why are you? Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva, viva Las Vegas! Why are you here in this place?
What's your
Also, by the way, nobody could see the arrow of your mouse dancing around like crazy because you did not leave the option for the mouse to be seen in this recording.
Actually, yes, I did this time.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. In that case, everybody can see you actually using that arrow to physically harass the Professor Muto.
Yeah,
also,
and his sharp nose.
A moment ago, I accidentally hit my hand on the table, so ouch.
Oh my goodness. Oh yes, so anyway folks, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo, a place where we all can speak all proper.
Oh yes, this is welcome back to Shoujo. And I have assumed my Porky Pig facsimile voice for Professor Muto because, hey, we have this brilliant idea of having Popeye conversing with Porky Pig because
why not?
That is not going to slow down the pacing of this game by 100 points.
And that's not going to make people grab their monitors in anger and throw it at us.
Anyway, okay, let's answer this indubitably philosophical question that has been bestowed upon us.
To learn about physics?
I thought it was to learn about spinach. The physics about spinach.
The physics of spinach. Which were in the original comic books, man.
Yes. No, I mean, no, not spinach. Physics. This is about physics. Yes. Well, no. But that's the answer I wanted to. Yeah. To acquire knowledge is the secondary reason for you to be being in this facility. I love that. I love the idea that he cannot pronounce a relatively simple word, so he substitutes that word with a slightly more difficult to pronounce word.
Yes.
Yes, I just explained the joke, you folks. Now you can laugh harder.
Oh, ha ha. Apparently Porky turned to Daffy for a second.
The primary one is to learn the rules of society, the norms and the ethics that govern your everyday life. You don't come to school for the classes. You come to interact with the other people there. Your classmates who are all equals, and the teachers who are your masters. You learn how to form social contacts and maintain them. In other words, how to be part of this world. The school itself is a microcosm of the entire
community.
Community. Oh my gosh! When did this become a
This class has just turned from physics to philosophy.
Yes, philosophy, as you put it.
Philosophies.
Dr. Feelgood. And we're talking about Locke now,
Yeah,
so
from
yes.
Faculty 6.
So it is philosophy now, all of a sudden. Locke was the one who realized that, school is not just a place for learning, and not all the kids your age guys should know that better than anyone else. Okay, is there a point to this whole philosophical tirade?
He pauses for a moment and lets his eyes sweep over the class to see if the message is sunk in.
Boop, boopy, doop, boop.
Well, at the very least, it shut everyone's mouth traps and got them to focus on him. Captivated by his voice. Yes, his voluptuous voice. Or the sudden change of topic from physics to the philosophy of education.
Okay, next thing you know, Professor Tim Curry is going to join him, and they're going to discuss philosophy for an hour, and which will be the worst day of everyone's life.
Yes.
However, classes, simply put, are a place for learning about things, stuff. So can we actually resume that learning? Just saying.
Oh yes, let's not be typical anime and just actually have some learning involved here. He points.
Yes, let's learn English the same way they do in anime. The katsu is on the table.
He points at me with the piece of chalk he's holding.
So no sleeping during class. Got it? Alum.
Loud and clear.
So you couldn't just get to the point. You had to do the pretentious philosophical tirade about the school and the philosophy of education and mentioning Locke.
Hey, we had to fit in somehow that this teacher was a deep and meaningful character somehow.
Okay, I'm going to be the first to admit that the main reason why this story is progressing in a turtle space is because of our own antics.
Well, yes.
But nevertheless, this story would be much shorter to begin with if we didn't have all these pointless side dialoguing tirades that really don't accomplish anything in the grand scheme of things. That's always a problem with visual novels in particular.
From the corner of my eye, I catch Shizune's scowl and Misha's barely contained giggle. I sink deeper into my seat.
Well, your day is ruined.
Yep, you've been made.
The curtains of death. By the way, we haven't acknowledged them.
No.
Last time.
No, I thought that was not.
Oh my gosh! It's our only friend in this entire godforsaken school. The Fauviste painting. Hi, buddy. Yes, thank you for that.
After classes end, I'm the last one to leave the classroom. I close the door behind me and quietly make my way to the art room.
Oh, it's the art room. Okay, so pretentious vibes incoming.
Club time passes in relative peace and quiet. I sit in my usual seat next to Rin, but she doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood. She's even more distant than usual. Hello? Rin?
Please stop poking at my face.
Today we are going to draw still life and get to choose from either a vase full of fake flowers or arrangement of rocks, sticks, and canvases.
Okay, for a moment...
and solve the murder of a serial killer that will never be solved because we never find out who the serial killer is.
Okay, is this turning into the movie adaptation of Clues? By the way, still life. For a moment there, I thought they were going to draw a stillborn. That would have been quite...
no, don't say that. Oh, that image.
Oh, it's also funny I should mention the film adaptation of the game board Clues, because Tim Curry was in that film, so... Yes.
The teacher encourages us to gather around the preferred motif, emphasizing.
No, the bar. Repeat after me.
Oh God, I don't want to hear this from an Italian man.
Emphasizing perspective.
Emphasizing perspective. Texture and lighting.
Use the quote-unquote natural voice. That was so funny the first time.
Texture and lighting as the key points of this exercise. I look to Rin to see if she prefers one of the subjects over the other. She doesn't look impressed with either of them, but she just tilts her head, signifying nothing. The club members quickly shuffled their chairs around the classroom to get closer to either the vase or the clutter.
The clutter.
Rin and I both picked the flower vase, but only one of us seems to do any work. Oh, I wonder which one did the work. She's ignoring Nomiya's assignment, just like she suddenly started ignoring me, and has begun doodling something idly with her foot. Not really even looking at what she's drawing. I try to catch her gaze, but she's looking out the window. It's making me uneasy.
Oh look, it's your old pal, the window. You know you want to jump into me, Isao. You know it.
After all,
do it.
I'm the plan B and C.
Andy.
Rin almost looks like she's fell asleep with the way she's leaning back against the chair with her legs resting easily on the desk. She's now completely given up on the drawing. The more I try to relax, I ignore her and just be myself, the more it feels like I should ask if something's wrong. Oh no!
He's back. Oh, he's going to be a prominent figure in the remaining 2 chapters of this playthrough.
Oh gosh.
Unfortunately.
After club activities are over and others have filed out, Rin gets up from her seat and marches over to Nomiya with unusual determination.
I will do it. Oh, you will kill my wife? Okay, no, not in public. Oh wait, no, wait. The other thing. Okay, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
Nomiya, who is humming to himself while sorting a box of pencils by hardness. Who does that? Turns around.
He does that apparently.
Turns around with a mixed expression of friendliness and incomprehension on his face.
Seems like his always usual expression.
Yeah, I know. It looks like as if, oh, are they making that sort of sandwich in the cafeteria today?
Oh, he looks constipated.
Who would do this voice because Mark's not here?
It was me. Remember that? Ooh.
Yeah, your sweet transvestite voice.
Hello. What will you do, my girl?
Oh no.
Oh yes. I'm just a sweetheart teacher. The gallery person. I can talk with that person. At least yesterday I thought I could.
But today you just 50-50.
And today too.
And maybe tomorrow.
What the freaking I think I want to try it. I'm going to go all the way. Splendid! That makes me so giggly.
The widest smile I've ever seen on any person's face lights up the teacher's features. He is almost, literally beaming.
Oh, yes, a very good brand of toothpaste. I can see that.
Yeah, he should have a ding on his teeth.
Ooh, wonderful! I'd almost lost hope.
You don't sound it.
Such a hard-headed girl you are, but I know that sooner or later you'd understand as well.
I'm sorry, but I can't help it. Whenever he smiles like that, I always want to see his teeth ding.
His teeth are the same color as his ultra super white shirt.
Yes, his shirt would ding as well.
I will call my good friend Sayonji and arrange a meeting. You'll need to show her your work so she can estimate it. I've told her about you, but obviously you should talk, how do they say? Face to face. This is so exciting, isn't it?
Put the tongue back, mister.
Oh, seriously, who thought this particular character model was a good idea, especially with that tongue outside?
We should really put a restraining order on that tongue.
We should put a restraining order on this game. Oh man.
Talking more to himself than to us and walking in circles around his desk, waving his hands around wildly all the while. I can just imagine it right now. He picks up his cell phone from the breast pocket, I'm about to say bread basket for some reason, of his jacket and flips it open with a stylish movement, starting to look for this number to call.
Okay, you don't have to dance the moonwalker every time you use your phone, you know?
While he searches, he notices me staring and gives me a beaming thumbs up.
Yeah! Thumbs up! Yeah!
What are you, a mint advert of some description?
Fresh does better. Full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Honestly, if this guy went to become a testimonial for Mentos, they would have declared bankruptcy many years ago.
I shrug back at him, doing my best not to look smug. Nomiya finds the number and makes the call, turning away from us and lowering his voice once it goes through, using his natural voice, of course.
Okay, yes. I cannot imagine this kind of voice that I gave to this guy. Whispering.
No, me neither.
It would be something like that. I have the greatest news.
Oh wait.
Oh
wait. It's probably it's contradicted by saying, even so, I can hear his excited tone.
Okay. So it is a great news.
The call doesn't. The call doesn't last long.
My gosh, that is the most irritating voice I've ever done in my life.
Yes, that's why I talked over it.
Fabulous! Oh, see it at the gallery right now. Ooh, and she said we could step by right away if that's fine. This is most excellent, Smithers.
Oh wait, there's a posh word here. Do you have some kind of portfolio to show in? She just shakes her head at the question.
Never fear, Nomiya is here. I've taken some photos of your paintings. You can bring those and maybe a couple of originals with us. Those will be quite sufficient for now.
You're oddly very well prepared for this.
Yes, oddly indeed.
I'm just throwing this out there. Are you just in case the detective?
Sure.
There
should be some recent ones around here in the back, right?
Oh, we could probably take the entire mural of us, I guess. That's not gonna be hard.
That's going to be problematic, actually. Well, luckily it was bombed last week, thanks to the bombing of the forest. So now it's portable, I guess.
He pulls out a folder full of photos out of the desk drawer, then charges towards the back where there's a small storage room and extra cabinets for all the materials and tools the art classes and club use. He soon finds what he was looking for and crudely wraps 2 of Rin's paintings in some brown packing paper. Jeez, this guy is not taking care of anything very well, apparently.
Nakai, my boy, would you carry this to my car?
You have a car.
That's what you take away from this.
Yes.
That's what you take away from this whole thing.
Yes. He has a car. That is very suspicious.
Are you sure it's not a suspicious ban?
Yes. I pick up the 2 oil paintings. They aren't heavy, but they do make navigation somewhat cumbersome as I follow Nomiya and Rin to the parking lot.
Are you trying to out-Team Curry me?
No, I'm just doing Patrick's to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that seems lovely. Oh, look at this lovely real-life photograph of a random parking lot somewhere in the world.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone walks by this parking lot going like, no way.
Doesn't it gel perfectly with the rest of this game? This particular board. Doesn't it, though? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Well, hopefully this is the last time we'll see this.
So, what do you think it's his car?
Let me read this. Nomiya has a pretty nice car. Not something I expect a high school teacher to drive. I wonder what kind of salaries they earn at Yamaku. Okay, none of them. None of them are nice enough.
Yeah, well,
okay, I'm kidding. They're all nice cars. It's just not nice as the game would lead you to believe.
Yes, they are not Nomiya nice.
Oh god.
He wears sunglasses now and he swags all the way.
Yeah. The canvases are stuffed into the trunk where they just barely fit. At the teacher's over-enthusiastic prompting, I get in the car along with them. Rin answers my questioning stare with a confirming nod and a nonchalant shrug. That answers a lot, Rin. I guess I've become sort of assistant for her now. Well,
you just happen to breathe the same air as her, so that qualifies you as an assistant, apparently.
Nomiya doesn't go light on the pedal. The smooth ride takes just about 10 minutes to bring us to the city center, where we pull into a tiny parking lot.
Okay. First of all, doesn't Rin have parents? Wouldn't they need to be informed about what's going on, or the fact that their daughter is and another adolescent guy, for that matter, are going inside the car with one of their teacher, and they're bringing them somewhere that they don't know about?
Yeah, you would think this would be concerning.
That seems a bit,
I know that
unsafe.
I know that Nomiya basically said last time we played this game that your parents will say that they support everything you're doing and all that, but I can't trust this guy.
Have you looked at him recently? have you heard him talk?
Did you even see what type of tie he wears? I pick up the paintings again, looking around. It's just like any city in Japan.
Oh yes, it's totally like every city in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it totally looks like every city in Japan. Well, actually, this might actually be in Japan, come to think of it.
Yes, it could be.
For a change.
Considering there's a, Japanese, letters here.
An actual photograph of a Japanese place, because everything else did not look like it came from Japan, to be honest.
Okay, really, same style of buildings, people hurrying here and there, office workers sweating in their suits in the summer heat. Oh, gosh, summer heat.
Yes, we are trying to survive summer heat right now.
Yes. Wide tree-lined streets that don't look painted on aren't something you see everywhere, though. Maybe they are the city's specialty.
So is this the part of Japan that only exists in visual novels?
It definitely has the feel of a city, just like every visual novel, which I thought I had already forgotten. I feel immediately comfortable walking around.
Well, good for you.
I haven't actually been here before.
No? Well, in that case, it's about time.
No, I think I would prefer Rin right now on her own to guide me through town. Or city.
It's a great city, lots of wonderful folk around here, and most important of all, a vibrant cultural life. Can you feel how vibrant this cultural life is? It's vibrating like a vibrator. So much is vibrant.
Yeah, I can definitely see all the people and how vibrant everything is.
Vibrant! So this place is just around the corner.
I believe in Japan that's usually pronounced as say.
I cannot actually make up the individual letters from my end.
That's.
So,
I'm just
so
saying.
I'm-
I'm just saying, just in case for anyone.
Yes, thank you for that. By the way, welcome to a completely different part of the world, which is not, which is apparently still in Japan.
Also, the sign looks.
It's the 22nd corner, which apparently is still Japan.
Yeah, this is definitely not. This sign definitely does not look like it was taken from a horror movie.
Or a completely different part of the world that happened to be Anglo-Saxon in nature.
Also, I'm sure Japan would have something in English like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was trying to point out.
Okay. After turning around 3 more corners, Nomiya stops in front of a door. There's a nameplate and big red letters over it. 22nd corner.
I wonder how you say that in Japanese. A 22nd corner.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Is that really the 22nd corner? Oh, gee, I don't know. What do the letters say? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the 23rd.
Yeah, that might have just switched signs on us. Of what?
Of art?
22nd corner of the world?
That's bothering me too. I mean, where to start counting and which way do you count?
22, 23, 24. Or do you go... Never mind. Rin gets worked up over the strangest things. Unlike me, Nomiya ignores her completely and pushes the door open. Oh, we're in a art room.
It's supposed to be a gallery, but it seems like it honestly looks like somebody's single room in an apartment
Yes,
rather
it
than a
does,
gallery.
because there's this chair here, and there's obviously a table, and another chair.
Maybe it's an office.
Yes, I can only think it's an office gallery. The gallery is very clean looking, and the air conditioning makes it cool and very comfortable. Oh yes, so please describe us more coolness, so we can trick our minds into thinking it's cool.
Yes, would you describe us in painful details about the aesthetic presentation of the air conditioning device?
The white walls and big windows facing onto the busy street, making the whole place feel airy and bright. There's nobody around whom I can see, however. Most of the floor space is empty, with only a few large tables and a counter for furniture.
Okay.
There are paintings too, of course. A poster advertised an exhibition for the artist I never heard of. Most of his work seems to be portraits or landscapes done in a more traditional style than Rin's abstraction. Oh, summoned by the bell on the door, a lady who looks maybe around Nomiya's age.
Really?
Big maybe.
She looks like she could be his daughter,
Yeah,
honestly.
she looks like she's 30, really.
40 at best.
Yeah, so somewhere close to 40.
38.
Yeah. Comes from around the corner. She's dressed in a sharp suit, her straight dark hair in a perfect ponytail behind her back.
Doesn't it say head?
Maybe. I skipped it, so I can't check. A pair of
You can go back, you know.
I can't be bothered. do it in editing. A pair of flashy, expensive-looking eyeglasses frame her eyes. On second glance, I'm not so sure of her age anymore.
Oh, thank you. We read our mind.
She looks old, and yet not actually old.
So what?
So middle-aged?
Anyway. So, hello. Okay.
She clearly recognizes the teacher, greeting him warmly.
Oh, this son of a bitch again. Okay,
there.
sigh. Oh, there you are. Chi, and so quickly. I'm taking that these two are your students?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know why. Just it's like, oh, you again. Oh, so quickly. Why do you have to come back? I take it these two are your students. Ugh.
Okay, do you want to voice her?
Might as well, since you got too many.
You don't have any character otherwise. Indeed. Let me introduce you. This is Rin Tezuka. The one I spoke to you about. And this is the elfy-looking lad over there. He's Anakin, and nobody cares about that. Never mind. This is Rin Tezuka.
She takes a long, hard look at both of us, especially Rin. It feels like we're being evaluated. That's a worth of some abstract kind of is being calculated for us. Okay, that's a bit weird of sentence.
Okay, I know what she's thinking. Maybe I found the two next candidates for my own personal version of the human centipede.
Her eyes linger for a long time on Rin. On her eyes, her empty sleeves tied in knots, her posture...
Should I put her at the beginning or
Or
at the
the
end of the
end.
line?
I was thinking that!
Oh man.
Sei takes her first impressions of Rin with an intensity I've not seen used by anyone else before.
I got it! She goes at the end.
And I was just gonna make an obvious Fluttershy joke with the stare.
It wasn't so obvious up until you had to force it through. We were talking about the human centipede! Why would you include ponies at this point?
Because everyone includes ponies at some point.
I know, but I thought we were past that phase by now.
Okay, we're past it now. Happy?
Okay.
Once finished, she smiles amiably.
Oh, that's an amiable smile, apparently. Okay.
Oh yeah, pleased to meet you both. My name is Sai Sayonji, and I'm the owner of this, gallery.
Yes, this, quote-unquote gallery.
Could I maybe offer you some tea? A way out, maybe?
It's not poisoned or anything. Oh, no, thank you. We're fine. Let's get down to
Hey,
business.
what about Hisao and Rin? Don't they want drinks?
No, apparently don't.
I laid the paintings on the tabletop to give the gallery owner a better view, and Nomiya pulls out his folder of photos. The old lady... Please don't say old. She's not old.
I think she might be younger than my mother.
Yes, I think she's younger than most mothers from anime, actually.
Even though anime mothers look about as young as their daughters.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes. Which confuses a lot of people.
Which is kind of creepy. Especially if it's moe moms.
Oh gosh. Okay, the old lady studies Rin's work carefully, absent-mindedly brushing her cheek with her fingers while letting her gaze sweep over the paintings. And thank you for confirming that's how to spell absent-mindedly, because I thought that I was spelling it right.
Oh, okay.
Because Microsoft Word kept saying, no, you're not spelling it right.
You know, people keep also misinterpreting the way certain words that actually should be written in a certain way, completely written in a different way. For example, when you're using the third pronoun for an object, which is it, with the possessive verb, as in as in to say it's something,
Yeah.
when it's referring to itself, then you don't have to use the apostrophe.
Alright.
For example, its own agenda,
Yeah.
for example, because the it as a thing, the agenda, you don't have to use an apostrophe. Now, why an it should have an agenda, that's a completely different story altogether. Maybe it's actually another character played coincidentally by Tim Curry. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I managed to create that parallel.
Yes. Her eyes remind me of a bird of prey of some sort. They're so sharp and somehow very calculating. She takes her time slowly going over the paintings in order without uttering a single word. Even the teacher looks very nervous. That's his nervous face. This looks like this looks like,
Okay.
okay.
You first. You first.
Alright, well, let's make a contest out of this. This looks like the face a man would put on when he really needs to go to the bathroom badly.
Now that seems like the kind of face of a man who's about to write somebody's name on the death note.
But I don't know who won this. Folks,
Right.
folks at home, who won this?
Nobody wins.
Yeah, the internet loses all the time. Even the teacher looks very nervous. He tries to point out certain details and other things about Rin's work, but it seems like she's not listening.
Oh no! Wait! I know it's too late for that, but I have to say, I have to correct myself. That's the kind of face of somebody who's planning to help some other guy, some other girl, to make the human centipede. They were actually accomplices all along, and they were planning to turn these two into part of the human centipede the entire time.
For the next abstract artwork.
It's not really abstractism as it is more like conceptual art.
Well, Nomiya and I keep looking.
This human centipede represents the perennial struggle of humanity.
Yes.
They bathe in the sorrow throughout the history and the decades and the literal attachment to one another in order to survive.
Yes.
But it could also represent the fact that it's a chain of power. You see, everybody kisses everybody's butts in a constant loop in order to get to the position that they currently own in life. It's like a social hierarchy. That's the human centipede. Conceptual art. I'm a genius.
Okay, let's carry on after we disturbed our 50% of our audience, most likely. While Nomiya and I keep looking at Sei, trying to look for some hint.
Sai?
Yes, I say.
Say, it's Sai.
I'm sorry, I'm just so used to hearing how the Japanese pronounce it, so they got.
Don't they pronounce it Sai?
No, they say Sei because the E is like, you know, a literal E.
Then why did you apologize? You were right. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know if I said anything. Trying to look for some hint of a reaction on the gallery's owner's face, Rin lets her gaze wander around the gallery's space. Suddenly, she pipes up.
Really? Oh, that's her piped up face, apparently. Okay. Is this really the 22nd corner?
Wow.
I knew it. I knew it.
Not a single sweat on this woman, while Nomiya's sweating buckets here. She's like cool as a cucumber. Sei raises her gaze from the paintings to look at Rin, but doesn't answer. It's probably for the best. Yes.
Okay, there are some questions in life that must go unanswered.
She takes stock of Rin's slouchy posture and her dreamy eyes that are again moving restlessly about. The way Rin seems to be detached from a situation that's supposed to be very important for her annoys me just a little. I'm practically holding my breath here. I think Nomiya's holding his breath as well.
I think Nomiya is holding his gut.
After Sei has gone through all of Nomiya's photos and inspected the 2 oil paintings I hold here, she goes through all the material again, this time at a quicker pace. Finally, she gives her verdict. I like it. I don't know why I'm thinking of one of my friends back in the day who used to say like that. He would go for a joke. He would go, "I like it." Though, if you don't mind me saying, you're still a bit immature, searching for your own direction, perhaps, just like every other artist these days.
Just like every other teenager. Thematic parallel there, Davar. Thematic parallel.
Yes.
I am so clever to have spotted that. It's not like it wasn't obvious.
Well, I just didn't point out because I thought it was one of those things that goes without saying. She picks up.
Well, it's the internet we're talking about, so really, the internet is incapable of understanding sarcasm.
Yes,
so.
The entity known as the internet is still a young thing that needs to be taught things.
Actually, it's currently in its puberty phase. That's why it's a kind of at its absolute worst.
She picks up one of the photos. Still, just look at this. I just can't take my eyes off it. Like a little kitten playing around. Oh, cat videos! Why do you torture me so? That's what your art makes me feel, young lady.
Are you watching our portrayal of butterfly vomit? Thank you, I think. Nobody's ever said that before, I think.
Yeah, like, that's all that Rin has to say. Something about what the gallery owner says and how she says it makes it sound patronizing to me. But I hold my tongue. I think he was in the process of holding his tongue, apparently.
Anyway, what a wonderful imagination, though, isn't it? I am not totally living my failed dream as an artist through my students' experience. I've always said that Tezuka has great eye for composition and color harmony and technique. Remember, all these are done with her feet.
Oh, yeah.
That's a special incentive.
Oh, yeah. What else could she do it with? Her ears?
Okay. She could use her mouth.
Well, yeah, that's the only other thing she could use.
You know, great job, by the way, teacher, using her disability as an incentive to get her a place in an art gallery.
I don't think that matters.
It's like giving special privileges to black kids just because they are black. It's all a different form of racism, but it's still racism.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, we'd need to put some of the simpler ones on display too, for the lay people, right? See?
Hey.
See? What?
Hey, lay people. Don't... Something tells me you don't like people.
I guess that expression actually answered you. I think he's looking directly at you. He's staring at your very soul right now. He heard you. He heard you say that. Oh my! It's like, I heard you, Curtis. I mean, I heard you, Navar.
Oh gosh, this. Okay, it's obvious this guy has issues with people in the past, with his art most likely. The teacher snorts derisively. Derisively.
He doesn't look derisive at all. He looks completely,
miffed.
Yes. You know how these Philistines are. What do they understand about real art? They just be at a loss with the abstractions and themes here. Nobody understood the complicated nuances of my performance as Pennywise. Also, Mighty Ducks was an underrated show.
Oh gosh, Tim Curry and the other guy, I forgot his name.
Oh, Tony J.
Tony J. I was second
Judge-
guessing myself in the
Judge-
same cartoon.
Judge freaking Frollo.
I can't believe that those two
It's Mighty Ducks of all things. I cannot believe it either.
wasted potential.
Yes, the very definition. But it'll generate more publicity, and that's good, isn't it?
Yes, sure. Say smiles
And
gently.
we should all hail a revival of Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, like the SWAT cats are getting a revival.
Yeah, I think a revival of the Mighty Ducks might be more possible than SWAT Cats, unfortunately.
Say smiles gently at Nomiya's remark and turns back to the paintings. I wonder...
Did I include you in my human centipede?
No, Nomiya. Unless Nomiya's gonna be at the back taking all the shit.
Okay.
Literal, you know.
Yes, I know,
Metaphor.
I have the image now stuck in my brain, thanks to you.
To tell you the truth, I just don't know if all this makes an exhibition. Even if I like it, I don't get the feel of a theme or of cohesion. There is no oeuvre, and really, who would expect such from a young artist like the kittens here?
She's not a kitten. Oh, no. It's definitely doable. Especially if we get a few new pieces and touch up some old ones. So we're going to have Rin completely closed off from the world, driving her like a slave to paint paintings for this gallery, and it's all going to be for her own good. Not me, her own good. So I think you can see where this is going. By the way,
I think everyone and their grandmothers can see where this is going.
But it's going to be really emotional. And when I say emotional, I really do mean heartbreaking and heavy stuff, man. Heavy stuff, man.
Yeah, we'll
Heavy
have to
stuff.
see about that.
I don't mind painting more. I'll do anything.
You'll do anything for a Klondike bar.
Oh, shut up! Shut up!
It's a bit of a stretch.
Devar, will you stop molesting the woman's bosom?
I wasn't actually.
Oh, you were. You guys don't think I cannot see what you're doing with that arrow over there.
Well, you can see it, but I'm blinded to its presence.
Trust me, I wouldn't have come to you if I didn't believe Tezuka was ready. You can see it too, can't you? I know exactly what her kind is capable. What?
Capable.
Excuse me? Excuse you? Her kind?
What are you saying there, you madman?
Her kind. What is she? What is she secretly a human cat girl? Like in that stupid dating sim?
I hope you don't mean Hunipop or Hunipop or whatever you call
No,
it.
I don't know. Unipop is not a real dating sim, and it's not a real visual novel. Unipop is garbage.
Yes.
Anyway, it presents itself as a satire of dating simulators, but the satire completely neuters itself the second it becomes a bejeweled clone. So all you're left with is a bunch of incredibly unlikable characters and a sense of humor that, to define juvenile, would be a compliment. So screw that.
Anyway, back to her
Okay, one
kind.
Okay, Devar, let's go play Unipop. So you can hear me freak out every single
Thing wrong with it.
board of the game. I know exactly what our kind is capable of, and you know too. Our kind... I'm sorry, but I'm still bothered by the way you put that.
Yes, I'm bothered by it as well. Those words give the gallerist lady a pause. A hollow, bottomless look takes over her eyes for a moment, as if she was looking through, or maybe past Nomiya. She says nothing, but her mouth becomes a tight, flat line as if stretched. Finally, the moment passes. I think she was bothered by what you just said as well. Is that...
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Sei sighs and takes a few steps, walking in a circle as if to help organize her thoughts. She takes another look at the photo of the painting she particularly liked, the one that made her call Rin a kitten. She places her hand over her mouth, lost for words. After a few moments, she shakes her head. I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll do it.
After seeing you, dear, and these paintings of yours, would you excuse us for a moment? I want to talk with your teacher in private for a bit.
We need to discuss details about one of our imminent projects.
Sei draws the art teacher aside, and they talk in a hushed tones for a while.
Shh. Okay. We need to decide once and for all. Do we want the boy at the end or the girl at the end? It's important because we have to decide where this whole thing with the digestive system is going to be the trickiest part in making this masterpiece.
No. The thing is, we have to decide which one looks more aesthetically pleasing at the front.
I don't know. The girl has no arms. It would be kind of inconsistent to have a human with no arms in my human centipede. Should we have robotic prosthetic limbs, or would that be considered offensive? I don't know. I don't know what's considered politically correct anymore.
I think we just stop while we're ahead with this.
Okay.
I can't hear what they're saying, but over her shoulder I can see the lines around the corners of her mouth tighten as she motions with her hands in time with her words.
She's practicing her stand routine. Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
I was just gonna say she's doing pantomime acting.
That's also a stand routine.
The expression on her face is, what kind of expression is it? I couldn't say. Well, that's not a waste of detail. Once they're done discussing whatever they had to discuss, they'd give one another a serious look. Yes, we can do this. I feel something that goes beyond mere words transpiring.
Okay, Devar, can you say favorite OTP?
Favorite OTP. I can say automatopoeia. They walk back to
you do know what an OTP is, right?
If I say no, can I save myself?
It's an acronym for one true pairing.
Oh, and here I thought that was okay. I'm thinking of another one.
You thought it was some sort of disease?
No, I thought it was an acronym for something else, similar to what gamers use.
Okay, what would that be? Enlighten me.
I don't know. I was thinking of something similar to OP, which means overpowered.
Yeah,
No. They walk back to us. Sei looks seriously at Rin, her left hand reaching as if instinctively towards the pack of cigarettes that's lying on the table. Okay, I'm turned off already. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I don't quite enjoy the implications here. I'm learning more about Nomiya than I really care to learn to begin with.
To be honest, it's all kind of obvious.
All kinds of, yes.
I mean, we all called it.
Yes, if that Thai could speak, he would probably say, "Kill me, I am hideous!"
Yes, hang me, the Thai's saying. Okay, she picks up the pack and extracts one, looks at it absent-mindedly, as if only now realizing she did so, and puts it back. Finally, she locks eyes with Rin, evaluating her once more. Alright, little kitten, I'm going to believe in you. I will display your paintings in here, but from what I can see, this is not enough. You don't really have a cohesive theme, and you don't have enough of the good stuff.
You don't have pizzazz.
You don't have the automatopoeia, the zabazing. You don't.
Stop. Just stop.
You're going to have to work hard to actually get something that we can put on exhibit here. Like, work with that Bryan Cranston guy. I'm sure he could come up with something.
Rin, we have to cook. And now I cannot help but imaging a scene between the two in which freaking Eisenberg is instructing Rin. Okay, Rin, you need to pass me that particular thing so I can make this thing, chemical words, and make out the crystal meth. And Rin, are you listening to me? But was that really the 20-second corner? Rin, focus, damn it! We need to cook.
Now I want you to deliver the stuff. And then it gets into The Walking Dead as an Easter egg.
No, please, don't ever mix the two things together. It's like mixing a diamond with horse manure.
By the way, I'm serious about that. The drugs that you see in Breaking Bad made it as an Easter egg in The Walking Dead. I only know this because I watched an Easter egg video on television shows.
You know, just by having the comparison, now Breaking Bad is less perfect than
Yeah.
just because they felt the need they dared to reference a great show in a lesser show. I feel offended, personally.
You know, it's because they're on the same network. So,
They are?
Yeah, I think it's the same network, or the same people worked on it.
I guess now we know who got the better writers.
It's a good thing my gallery is so small, no?
Yes, it's practically one room.
Yeah, with this volcano piece here that looks like it might have a skull in it if I look at it hard enough. Actually, I have a lot of paintings with volcanoes in it. Rin already spends pretty much every free waking moment she has painting. How is it possible to work any harder?
Oh, we'll find a way.
She'd have to skip classes to do more than she already does. And how can anyone work that much? Yeah, imagine all the stress.
That face.
This is the face of a man that says, stress? Stress is not even in my dictionary.
Now, seriously, what does the stress mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you speaking in an alien language?
Silence falls in the
Well,
gallery.
speak Japanese, damn it! Even though they're actually all speaking English.
Silence falls in the gallery after my words. Sei looks at the art teacher who is looking contemplatively at this star student. I look at all three of them, confused.
It's doable. I decided it's doable, therefore it is doable.
His eyes make me think he's just, like a robot going to, it's doable. What do you mean?
I mean, the school is special. The board puts great value on things such as this. I'm sure I could arrange some leave for her. It's not unprecedented by any means. I'll discuss it with her parents too. Oh, so now you remember she has parents.
Yes!
I'll discuss it with her parents too. But they've been quite supportive. After a little bit of convincing. Her parents are dead. I killed them, and I eat them, and I included them in the human centipede.
Well, we keep coming back to that. Why?
I don't know, because
I blame this gallery.
He's just not trustworthy. They get in the car with this guy. He's all got in the car with this guy that he barely knows to go someplace he never been there, and nobody knows that aside from the teacher and Rin. Isn't that a potentially dangerous situation?
Yes. And this gallery doesn't help, but matters.
Anyway, however, it might be a bit of a stretch to get working space for her at the school if she's not actually going to attend classes.
Oh jeez, I wonder if there's a free space here she could work at.
Actually, I was thinking about that before. Do you use the place upstairs for anything?
I knew it! You planned
Yes.
this!
Yes, he's a master planner and all that.
No, I don't. Haven't since back then. It's more like
Oh, great. It's another never was an artist kind of person.
it's more like a landfill than an atelier now.
Okay, guys. So basically, art teachers and art galleries, they have become art teachers and art galleries by default because they failed as artists. That's always the case. There are no exceptions, and it's always like this. That's what this game is telling me, basically. It's like saying that, hey, all those who failed to become directors became film critics, which is a statement that offends me at a personal level.
Yeah.
Anyway, upstairs.
I own a small atelier apartment on top floor. Of
Atelier.
Yeah, atelier. On the top.
No, non-king atelier. Atelier.
On the top floor of this building, but it hasn't been in use for goodness, it's been so long, hasn't it? Her eyes leap to Nomir, who has a strange, muted expression on his face. This is his everything face, as far as the game's telling me.
Oh gosh. Indeed. Do you think?
No, you don't think. Even Nomir, in all his brashness, has trouble coming straight with the question. Sei, of course, sees through him and throws up her hands, sighing deeply. I guess I can't say no, can I? Very well, I'll lend you the use of that place as well, as if needed. It's not like I really use it.
Okay. Ah, excellent. I knew I could count on you.
Oh wait, oh, I should have made her voice Smithers.
You can do that next time.
Don't celebrate yet, sir. It really is a mess, so don't be shocked when you first see it.
Nonsense, Smithers! Release the hounds!
Mr. Nomiya, the equipment for the centipede we're making.
Okay,
However, you can use it as you see fit. Since it's an atelier, it already has easels and things like that. You only need your own tools and materials, and to somehow clean it up a bit. And if you see any dolls in there, just give them back to me. It's not habitable though, so I can't let you live there. I doubt your school or parents would allow that in any case.
Oh, now you're worried about what the parents might think. Okay.
However, it's convenient to crash there overnight if necessary. I won't mind.
Overnight?
Most excellent, Smithers. Isn't he, Tetsuka? Whatever your name is. Yeah, you young child thing.
He enthusiastically pats Rin on the shoulder, laughing in relief and happiness, as if all this good fortune landed on him personally.
Yes, you said personally with such emphasis. You pretty much destroyed your microphone, it would seem.
I'm sorry, I had to say this because in fact we knew this was coming. Sei smiles as well, perhaps more amused by the old teacher's glee than anything else.
Oh dear, Shinichi, this really is like back then. Are you sure we all haven't bitten off more than we can chew?
She looks at Rin, who seems to be oddly subdued despite all this.
I hope it'll be worth it, kitten.
She holds out her hand as if to shake Rin's, but realizes the impossibility and quickly moves to pat her on the shoulder.
Wah, wah, wah.
Great save! Rin looks back at her silently, her eyes serious and impenetrable like the dark of the night. Should we reference...
End of days, end of days, end of days, end of days, end of days.
Falls off a cliff. I don't know why I said that.
Oh boy.
Okay. Rin applies for, and thanks to Nomiya pressuring the principal, I'm sure, is granted leave for the rest of the term for exceptional extracurricular activities. Oh, I have to say this with actual quotations. Exceptional extracurricular activities.
If you had any more quotations in that sentence, you would start a collection.
And I'd be following your injury of quoting.
Oh yeah, that one.
She has to make up for it during...
Speaking of which, when are you going to be done with Discworld editing?
She has to make up for it during some vacation.
Don't you dare ignoring me!
But it seems she doesn't mind. Rin will still be able to eat and sleep at school. Of course, she just doesn't have to go to classes. I'm not entirely sure if I envy her or not. It all makes me feel anxious somehow. It's the last day of school for Rin. I feel like I should send her off with a word of encouragement, or at least say something. It was sort of due to my influence that she decided to dive headfirst into this, after all. My class ends a good 20 minutes early. Hopefully I will not meet George Takei here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This is usually the place when we casually bump into him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So I walk down the lobby and buy a can of juice, and sit down on a bench and wait for Rin. I pull out a novel from my bag and search for the place where I was.
Oh my gosh, a novel inside a visual novel.
Novelizationception.
No, more like a novel within a novel. Which is to say, the play within a play.
Or you could say it's a novel conception.
You keep burying yourself alive like that. Please do, by all means.
Time stretches comfortably over the warm afternoon while I idly sip my orange juice and read a few chapters of the book. The plot doesn't seem to advance at all, but it's all the same for me.
Okay, I see what you're doing there. It's not amusing. Oh, Scribble people! The bell. Scribbles people. Dust people.
Dust people. The bell rings to end the school day, and students shuffle to club meetings or outside. Nobody notices me sitting on the bench with my nose in the novel.
You think you being the only one with an actual design, you will be noticed immediately.
How would you know if you're being noticed by Dust Senpai?
I hope Dust Senpai will notice me one day. And if he doesn't, then I'll have to force him to notice me. Because me and Senpai, we are meant to be together forever. Forever and ever and ever. I will cut off his genitals and eat them.
I think we need to cut to a break.
I'd like to actually try out Yandere Simulator. Can you guess that?
Yeah, I think we all can tell. I keep watch for Rin, but I don't see her familiar face or red-tinted hair passing by. It should be very easy to see her, actually. I check my watch 20 minutes past the end of the class, when the lobby has all but emptied of people again. Even Rin should have already managed to get out of class, but either I missed her walking by, or she never came downstairs, or Nomiya has his hands on her.
Maybe she's actually hiding.
Perhaps she went to the art club room for some last-minute things instead, or got held back by her strict homeroom teacher. I hadn't really waited that long, but having grown tired of it already, I decided to go find her myself. I stuff my book back in my bag and throw the now empty juice can in a trash bin, then climb upstairs.
Okay. Hi, Fulby's painting.
Have you seen a Rin Tezuka walk by here? No? Okay. Thanks anyway.
Always so talkative.
Yes, and always watching over our shoulders.
Always watching.
Always watching. The hallway is eerily quiet, as there is no club rooms apart from the art room nearby. I checked there first, but not even the teacher is in. Coming back towards the stairwell, I quietly knock on the door 3-4 and push the door open to peek in. Yellow sunbeams cross the classroom, falling across the floor. The dust and chalk floating slowly in the air make the light almost palpable.
Palpable, yes.
By the way, I'm gonna say she is in here just because we got this lovely dialogue. The The entire room bathes in the gentle light shining through the windows, washing the shadows away. Only one person is inside the classroom.
Let me guess.
Let me guess. Oh!
Oh, there she is. I love this. I entered the art club. I describe all of the things and see. Oh, by the way, Rin is here. Yes, you know, the one person I've been looking for. You'd think that would be the first thing I noticed, but no, I have to describe the lighting effect on the mobilia.
Yeah.
Passing through the window, which I am tempted to jump into. Anyway, you're once again staring at her while she sleeps, you creepazoid.
Rin sits in what I assume is her seat. Or it's Emmy's, depending.
I don't think Emmy would ever set prosthetic foot inside an art club. She doesn't seem like the... Well,
It's not the
maybe
art
she-
club, it's the
actually,
classroom.
the classroom. Well, she did once, actually, to
Yeah.
help out Rin with her mural, but
Yeah.
other than that, I don't think she would actually be proactively frequenting art clubs.
Yeah. Sits in a seat next to the window in the third row. Her head rests against the desk. Oh, she's a main character too then. Because gets to sit next to the window.
You notice that now?
Yes, I just realized what seat she's at. I wonder if she slept through it all. Apparently not even Emmy had the heart, or maybe the capability to wake her up. I close the door quietly, walking past the neat, even rows of desks. I go over to where she sits.
Why do you suddenly sound like a sexual predator?
Well, come on.
Yeah, you have this voice now. I approach my victim where she sleeps. Nobody will suspect anything.
Yes, Rin Senpai will notice. Yes.
Yeah, at the same age, but okay.
Rin? My mouth is suddenly so dry that the words comes out as a tiny whisper.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't answer, so I set my bag down on the floor next to hers and lean over to look at her face.
That's not creepy in the slightest.
Yeah!
Especially with the kind of voice you're putting on. Why do you sound so naturally creepy, Davar, when you try to sound serious? Jeez, it's like a gift or a curse.
Rin's eyes are peacefully closed, the long eyelashes projecting thin shadows onto her cheeks.
Jesus Christ! You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Her mouth is slightly open, letting me hear the quiet sound of her breathing.
Okay, no, that's it, enough. Change the scene.
Oh
This
god.
is not good. This is not okay.
This dialogue.
This is not okay.
Even when I'm trying to sound like, you know...
No, you're actually making it worse. You're making it worse.
Oh, Ma! Her usually messy hair is even more so today. Lying in complete disarray over half of her face and forehead.
Okay, if you start to describe the hair on her neck, I'm going to call the police.
Yes, I would as well. Her bag is lying at her feet, like a forgotten rag doll. A few books and pens have fallen out of it, near her seat. The scene makes me smile a little.
A creepy smile.
Oh!
Bad touch.
I touch Rin's head lightly, sweeping a few stray hairs off her
Okay,
ear.
I don't know why, but Japan seems to have this misconception about what counts as cute as romantic, whereas other parts of the world will consider it kind of unhealthy behavior.
Yeah. Her hair feels warm against my palm. Hair's warm? Oh no, wait, it is on the sun, so... Maybe? Rin stirs, and I retract my hand on reflex, feeling embarrassed for touching her so casually.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank
At least
goodness we have one piece of dialogue that actually sounds like as if it's... sensible.
By the way, I said Japan, but this visual novel is not Japanese, so
Yeah.
pretend I didn't say that.
She looks so vulnerable, like any sleeping person. It's impossible not to feel fondness towards her. I sit on the desktop of whoever is in front of Rin, and then draw the window slightly open to get some
Okay, okay. If you start drawing her while she sleeps, then I'm going to seriously be worried. It's,
That's like anime manga cliche number 22.
number 526.
Then draw the window slightly open.
I think I have a full-fledged catalog of all anime tropes.
Well, we both have our own. To get some fresh air in. Hopefully it will wake her up, and I won't need to resort to... Oh no! Cruder methods!
Maybe he just meant shaking her. Oh my gosh! Animation!
Two frame animation.
Seconds, 2 frame per seconds animation. But still, on a loop. But still, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's way more than we get in most visual novels.
It's a nice detail. She doesn't wake up, but I didn't really expect her to. Looking at her makes me feel tired as well. To be honest, I wouldn't mind a quick nap either. But I content myself with leaning against the large window. The glass is warm against my ear and cheek, as these windows face west towards the setting afternoon sun.
Okay.
That afternoon light is slowly melting into Rin's auburn hair, softening her outline so that she seems to be fading into her surroundings.
Okay.
She's a chameleon. Wait, no. Chameleons change based on emotions, not on their surroundings.
They can mimetize themselves with their surroundings.
Yeah, I know, but they're more known to change based on emotion, apparently. The minute twitches of her muscles. Oh, the minute.
Are you sure you're not confusing chameleons with those pony toys that you rub and they change color because you rub them so hard?
No.
Are you sure you're not confusing chameleon with something that's not a chameleon?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the animal. The minute.
Also, chameleons have emotions? I didn't know that.
The minute twitches of her muscles, her hair swaying in the air current, the even rhythm of her breathing, it all gives a strong impression of a dreaming girl.
And that's how I won the Nobel Prize for Literature.
Like all sleeping people, Rin looks like she is away from this world in some distant dream country.
Rin in Slumberland. It doesn't. Little Rin in Slumberland. There you go.
That would make a nice fan fiction.
Okay, Rin. Yes. Rin cross Little Nemo. OTP.
With her, it doesn't feel so obvious that she would ever come back. She seems so detached.
Klonoa joins in.
She seems so detached from her surroundings, even when she's awake. In fact, she has the same kind of air around her when the realization hits my consciousness without warning.
Oh, let me guess.
Rin sometimes looks like that when she is painting. Her focused expression gives the same feeling of being on the other side of some imaginary gap as looking at her sleeping face does. I feel a pain in my chest.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. There's no way I can close that gap to be on the same level of her.
Oh, it's the other kind of pain. Okay.
It hurts even though I know that it's impossible for any two people to truly understand each other. But Rin, she's almost literally in another world when she's talking about art, thinking about art, or making art. It's a world that I, or anyone else really, can't share with her, just like the world of dreams. Yeah, but you think of it this way, you can still connect bridges between them.
Well, the title of this chapter is Distance, if you recall.
Yes. Rin still doesn't show any sign of waking up, so I'm faced with the decision to either rouse her myself or wait for her to awaken on her own.
You never rouse a magician. Rousing a magician. last unicorn reference.
I chose the latter. Waiting is something I am good at. I found that out during my hospitalization, but even the hospital ward was more lively than the school after classes are over. The only sounds in this place are the loud ticking of the clock above the door, and the distant voices of students down on the grounds. A genuine summer breeze blows inside from the window I cracked open, full of warmth and carrying the scent of light. I'm sorry, scent of light? You could smell light sources.
Okay, that's one bit of a faux pas in this otherwise pretty emotionally compelling moment.
Yeah.
I have to say, this is aside from the creepiness of him describing her as she sleeps, this is actually a good moment for him as a character, and as he realizes that he wants to somehow to reach Rin, but she lives in a completely different dimension from him. But since he's obviously in love, he wants to make an effort to bridge the two of them, to diminish the distance, so to speak. It's the title of this chapter. So he's wanted that. By the way, finally he's looking at something else.
I look outside to see where it came from, but I'm dazzled almost instantly. The window glass seems to trap all the sunlight within, making it painful to look that way.
Okay, if you look directly into the sun, it could be painful.
Yeah. All I can glimpse through the window are the dark silhouettes of the trees, and the wall around the campus against the setting sun's radiance.
And I can see all that's left of the forest that was set ablaze by the choppers last day.
As I turn back to watch Rin, she stirs again. A single tear worms down from the corner of her eye, slowly making its way across her face, before it falls onto the desk.
Oh.
Goddamn piano music!
Yes, we don't need you. We can see the scene is said with our own eyes and ears.
Though mind you, it does add...
And the feels.
It does add, you know...
Most of the times, piano music is just there to be emotionally manipulative, because it is such a cliche to emphasize the drama of a given situation.
It's tiny, barely a droplet, but it captivates me. Another tear follows the first, and then a third. A feeling of anxiety overcomes me, petrifying me on the spot.
Wow.
It's so strange seeing Rin's face, peaceful as she sleeps, at the same time as tears stream down her cheeks, wetting the wooden desktop she rests her head on. I don't know what to do, so I do nothing, and just watch the tears roll one by one down her face. I wonder what she's dreaming about.
I'm going to win the Academy Award this year for this performance. Okay, no, but seriously, that was... That moment was really...
That just got me. That got me then.
If that moment gets you, wait until later.
Rin wakes up after one final flinch, or perhaps because of the tears. She sits upright and yawns, so excessively it looks like her jaw might dislocate. She notices my presence, but her reaction is more like the lack of any reacting at all. It's just an acknowledgement. No startled gasp or anything.
Hello.
Good morning. She's so groggy she can't even return my smile that I somehow can't stretch to be entirely honest. Rin notices her wet cheeks and quickly wipes them with her shoulders of her shirt. It seems she isn't all surprised or flustered by them. You cry in your sleep. A bad dream?
No, it's nothing like that. It's something I've learned to do from other people.
That's...
Oh, this is painful. It's a funny story. I'll tell you later.
I don't feel like that's gonna be funny.
Yes. On second thought, not really that funny at all. I guess I won't tell you. Did you want something, or did you just come watch me sleep? Again.
I wanted to see you after classes.
Okay, well, it's after classes now, and I'm seeing you right here. Well, thank you for your impeccable pragmatism.
Yeah, I just wanted to say good luck or something. I figured
Something.
I figure the upcoming weeks are going to be a lot of work for you.
Thanks.
I hope that's a real smile. Rin yawns again and blinks a few times.
I feel weird. Didn't really sleep much last night at all.
Oh.
I was so excited about this. Can you tell how excited I am about this?
Butterflies in your stomach?
Butterflies! What? No, I mean, yes, I know what that means. Butterflies! Don't really feel so good now. I feel like vomiting butterfly. Vomit.
It'll be fine.
You are so confident. Someday, it will bite you in the ear.
I think you forgot an R there. An extra one. I'll look forward to it.
I think I have to go. I promised Mrs. Sayonji. She's actually a guy in cross-dressing. Sayonji, did I go there straight after school? But I think I'm going to go there gay instead. and now is after school. Observant as ever.
Is it okay if I come by sometime? I'm guessing you're planning to work long hours, so if you'd prefer to avoid distractions.
It's okay. It's not distraction. It's not like Emmy. Don't bring her with you, though. I wouldn't like that this time.
Oh yes, Emmy would so get in the way of our getting to know each other scenes.
I told her to stay away.
Oh. I see. Alright then. Rin stands up and silently walks to the door with me following behind. The school's empty hallways, devoid of the usual crowd of students, feels very lonely.
Oh, hi, Fulvis Painting. I found Rain, by the way. Thanks for your help.
It's only a few hours since school ended, but the building seems to be all but deserted. Our footsteps are all that intrudes upon the stillness of the hallways. The change is sudden, but it shows how the building is just an empty shell, dead without its students and teachers to liven it up.
What is this, corpse party all of a sudden?
I would hope not.
That would be a weird turn of events for this story.
Yeah, it's like the school has become a private world for just the two of us. A desolate place filled with silence and chalk dust.
Okay. I am going to change.
Okay, change your ways. She says this out of the blue while we walk down the stairs from the third floor, and it makes me wonder how she views the challenge that lies ahead of her. That's what people must do sometimes. That's the last thing we say to each other that day, even though there's so much that we could talk about. And even those words drown in the all-encompassing silence, disappearing into the stagnant air, as if they were never said.
I am a postmodern writer. End of days, end of days, end of days, end of days.
Okay, that was a emotional roller coaster.
Yes, I think this is a good moment to stop this installment.
Yes, I feel that too.
Okay.
So,
well, this was interesting. Things are getting very interesting. We're getting into the... finally, after uncounted hours of playthrough, we're getting into the meat of the conflict here. Because there is going to be a huge conflict here. And we'll see what that is when we come back. You know, come to think of it, next installment we might actually finally come across one of the more intimate scenes, so to speak. Which we actually censored because we had the option to censor them. Otherwise, we couldn't do a Let's Play video series to put on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we did that, unfortunately. So you won't be able to see them. It's kind of a pity because they still carry over some character development, but I don't think they are that big of a loss in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Besides, it gives people a reason to go play it themselves.
I'll say you shouldn't play it for the erotica. You should play it because of the characters
And the emotions.
yes, and the emotions that they carry. Because as we explained, as we shown to you up until this point, the characters are very interesting, and this is only one of 5 available paths. Which they should be 6. They should include Misha, but they didn't. So it's 5.
Yeah.
Wait. Is it 5?
I would need to count them again.
Rin, Emi, Anako, and the 3, and the blonde tall one,
Yes.
and the bossy glass type.
Yeah.
5. If I'm not forgetting anyone, yes, 5. Okay. Okay.
Yes, I think we're done here. So thanks for joining us, folks, for another episode of Katawa Shoujo, and we hope to see you. Katawa Shoujo. That's what I said.
Oh, you said Shoujo, but okay. I forgive you.
It's either my accent or I'm speaking too fast.
Shoujo. Anyway, thank you for joining us in this Katawa the Crippled Girls. Thank you. See you next time. That's next time. Yes.
Yes, see you next time, and cheerio and all that rot, and take good care of yourselves until next time.
Yes. Hey, children, come to my car. I'll bring you places. Places you never dreamed of seeing before. And I'll show you my art gallery. Okay, that was unnecessarily creepy, but then again, that's been kind of the leitmotif for this whole episode, one way or the other, so it fits, I guess.
Oh yes, it certainly does. Oh, and also remember, I'm always watching when you sleep.
Dun-dun.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording here.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Take care.